Good afternoon, Madam Witness. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Now, Witness, as usual, for continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters, I want to remind you that you are still on the oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair for us to proceed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I hand over the things to us to proceed.
Madam Sonko, good afternoon. Welcome back.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Councillor, can you please proceed?
Yes, thank you very much. Now, you've had time to go through the files in relation to KMT, Canada Municipal Transport.
Yes.
Yes, so have you recollected your thoughts regarding the amount that was to be submitted to KMT?
Yes, the amount, the KMC was supposed to contribute $25 million over 5 years and $5 million each year.
Each year.
Yes.
So now let me show you the file, my KMT file. It is the board documents file. This marked as LGC/JC/KMC/0110. And it's with respect to a letter addressed to the managing director of the Bank Time Limited from Cardiff Municipal Transport in dated the 16th of February 2023. And the other was in relation to a request for asset finance facility. If you turn to the second page, you will see where it has highlighted the resolution for the amount that is to be given to KMT by KMC.
Yes, but this was not during my time.
Okay. Whose time was that?
I want to believe Kajali Jani.
Kajali Jani. That
Yes.
was after you were suspended.
Yes.
And can you please read that part?
Can I read the?
Yes.
Okay. The letter is to the managing director, Zenith Bank, and it is dated 16th February 2023. It reads, there's a request for an asset finance facility. This letter is an amendment to our previous letter dated 17th October 2022 with regards to our request for an asset financing facility from your bank for the procurement of 16 buses for a proposed urban transportation service. Outlined below is our proposition for the requested facility. The first bullet point is a facility of $50 million for a period of 4 years to be secured by the 16 buses to be purchased. An interest rate of 12% per annum, a moratorium period of 3 months from date of disbursement of the facility amount. We are open to building up an escrow account to be funded from revenue from operations and from the expected KMC subvention with terms and conditions to be negotiated. KMT is a limited liability company established to provide an urban transport service within the Greater Banjul area of the Gambia in response to the increased difficulty in mobility due to very limited accessibility to public transport service within the GBA. Cardiff municipality is the most densely populated, busiest commercial center and is experiencing the most rapid rate of urbanization than other municipalities. Consequently, it is greatly affected by the limited accessibility to a public transport service system that meets the needs of its community. Furthermore, the limited accessibility proves even more difficult to serve and meet the needs of all community members across different subsectors of the society, such as the elderly, disabled, low income, and school-age residents, who all continually face transportation and mobility challenges. KMT's objective is to fill the identified gap in the public transport service that will benefit the community while yielding profits, and to become a major leader in this space by providing an affordable, reliable, and efficient urban bus transport system to the residents of the GBA. KMT was set up in 2020 by the Cardiff Municipal Council as the shareholder of the company, with the objective to have it operate as an independent entity under the direction of an appointed board that represents stakeholder interests, and has an oversight over the operational management of the company. KMC passed a resolution committing the council to a subvention amount of $10 million annually over 5 years towards the operations of KMT. The company's plan.
Now, I think that part would be enough. So, in that letter section 4, a facility from the back, they had stated that there was a resolution that indicates that $10 million will be given annually to KMT. Correct?
Yes, correct.
Now, my issue is, in addition to that, and there was a point that No Fly said they could not meet their obligations, their financial obligations.
Yes.
They pulled out.
Yes.
And then you were, how many percent was No Fly holding? Do you know?
How many
percent of shares?
15%.
15%.
Yes.
And when they pulled out, you were given 1% individually.
Individually.
In your individual capacity.
In the company's capacity.
Yes. And yeah. 1% was transferred to you?
No. After No Fly's contract was terminated.
Yes.
1% was transferred to the CEO, KMC. Yes.
Of KMC. Now, there was a time that the issue regarding monies that were paid to KMT by way of subvention were queried. We have seen in the statement of.
Find out. Madam, you have just said that 1% was transferred to you as CEO.
Yes.
Is there any documentation showing that the 1% is for the subsisting CEO, and it will move if in the event the CEO no longer is serving in that capacity?
The only document I saw in this file is.
Please speak into the mic.
I said the only document I found in the KMT file here is this one. This is the financial statement and reports for the 18 months period ending the 31st December 2021. And at the last page here, I have seen here that the shareholder structure for the period ended 31st December 2021. Then I had already, I was sent home. Yeah, 2021 December. But it is stated here that you have the Cardiff Municipal Council with the number of shares of 76,999,999 and the CEO KMC 1. No, this is not dollars. I think the share value is $1.
Per share.
Yeah, per share.
Yes. Now, still coming back to my question. what I want to establish is whether the 1% was given to you as a result of you. Is it given to you individually in your individual private capacity, or was it given to you as a result of you being the CEO? And in the event that you are no longer the CEO, it will be divested from you to the subsisting CEO.
Yeah, that's right. It was given to me in my capacity as the CEO KMC because it is clearly stated here, CEO KMC. Not my name. And this time found me out of the council.
So now, what I'm saying is that is there anything written to that effect?
I cannot remember.
So after you've left in July 2021, did you have any communication as to the activities of this company?
No.
And how would you know? So in case this company goes into some challenges and you are a 1% holder, how would you extricate yourself from that circumstance?
I think because of the way I was sent home, it was so abrupt, unplanned. It was difficult. It was going to be difficult for me to have information or access any information about
But
KM.
don't you think it was prudent to write and return back that 1%? Because if you are not updated and you don't know what the company activities are, there are meetings that are held, there are activities that are held. There is a financial statement. Are you aware of this financial statement?
I'm just seeing it now.
So if there are supposed to be liabilities, how are you going to pay for those liabilities as a shareholder of the company?
I didn't think about taking any further action in that regard because I thought it was not me per se as an individual, but
But
because
don't you think it is prudent for you to write if you are not interested in the 1% to relinquish or to find out what is happening so that you will not be bounded in further activities of the company?
that's
Because this is monies that are taxpayers' monies that are being committed to this venture. And nothing is very transparent about the way the council's funds are being channeled to this company.
yeah,
Do you agree?
I do.
Yes.
And
Thank
I
you.
think I said that's what have been the right thing for me to do.
Yes.
But if you also consider the circumstances that I was
Yes,
in,
but
it,
so we understand the circumstance, but it is you that were supposed to protect yourself. Is that not correct? Having known how you have existed and having known that this is pending, didn't you think it was necessary for you to take action to even write to the CEO of KMC and say you want information, you want your position to be cleared with respect to this company?
right,
Huh?
right, I agree.
Thank you. Council, you may proceed.
Yes, was not put to your notice that there's a councillor, Habib MLCC.
Mm-hmm.
In his statement, and I will read to you, he was objecting to the disbursement of $5 million support to the company, KMT. He says, the last page, that I objected one of the disbursement of the 5 million. He says, I understand that the General Council can only pass resolutions for the establishment of such companies, but the Lord Mayor, Chief Executive Officer are responsible for constituting the board of directors and project staff. As the chairman of establishment subcommittee, I have never been involved in the appointment of any board member of all KMC board. However, I objected to one of the disbursement of the $5 million support for a company that wasn't operational because there were urgent needs in our communities that should have been prioritized. Is it true that the company was never operational? It never really started.
It never really started,
Yes.
but the management was set up.
Yes.
Yeah,
And monies were paid by way of subvention to the company.
Yes.
But the only partner you had withdrew. The only partner you had could not meet up with their obligations.
We started with no fly.
Yes.
So something I think when they made me the 1% holder as the CEO, I think few weeks, yeah, after that I was sent home.
Yes, I
Yeah.
understand. I'm now telling you, but monies were still paid to KMT. And
The only payment I was aware of during my time was the $5 million in subvention.
yes,
Because the other shareholder at the time, Enough was supposed to contribute 9 million
yes,
and was supposed to make an initial payment of 3.5 million, which he could not come up with. Yeah, so it was only the 5 million that was available at the disposal of the company at the time.
yes. So I have the file here for certain payments that were made in relation to some staff of the KMT. You have the general manager at the time, but this will be in 2023, and you would not have been there.
Mhm.
And but then again, it shows you, for instance, it says payment voucher PV 0052. I'd like to request for your approval for the payment of KMT General Manager, Manager Salary, GRA, and Social Security for the month of November 2023. Basic salary $50,845. Responsibility allowance $25,445. Telephone allowance $32,115. Fuel allowance $9,595. Total gross salary $98,000. And you have the deduction. So the total payroll payment for the month, $103,099 is 50 when you were there, the board was determining the salaries of the staff.
Yes, yes.
And who approves? The board decides and approves.
Yes, the board decides and approves.
Approves. Right. My only worry is since its inception, it appears as well to be the concern of some of the councillors. We have Habib MLC said that this is not, it's more or less like a dormant company or a non-operational company per se. But then why would money be spent on a project that is not functional?
For me, I am even surprised to learn that the council continued spending money towards the affairs of the Carnival Municipal Transport, because when I left, I didn't hear anything about it again, because I was hoping to see in the media about the inauguration of the company.
Yes.
Yeah, because I think where I left things was the procurement level.
Yes.
Yes, the procurement level. So until this day, I didn't hear anything about new buses coming for KMC.
Yes.
So I thought no action was, or no activity was taking place.
To be clear about is that you said you left at the procurement level.
Yes.
And you have also told the commission that they could not come up, the no-fly could not come up with their counterpart contribution
Yes, right.
for the funds.
Yes.
So what procurement are you talking about?
The discussions on, when no-fly left, the council took over and the CEO became the 1% holder. So the discussions were centered on having a supplier. I think few suppliers were contacted, if I am right. Yeah, few suppliers were contacted, if I am right. Yes.
Council, you may proceed.
Yes. The issue I told you is that from 2021, the payments, of course, significant sums of monies, up to a point where it was clear that even the partner you had was no more, but still monies were still paid. Monies were still paid. The other issue as well is that the secretary to KMT is doubles as the council's lawyer.
Right.
And how is it possible?
I believe she was nominated by the Lord Mayor.
But KMT is a company now. It's a limited liability company. Now KMC has shares in the company. But the council's lawyer, outside retained lawyer, is now the secretary. You also have the chairman, was Ali Badara Senghor. And do you know that they have family relationship with the secretary?
I cannot tell that.
You didn't find out?
No, I did not. To be
You'd be surprised to know?
Definitely.
Why would you be surprised to have a chairman and a secretary to have family ties?
Why would I be?
Why would that surprise you?
Because I think that should not have been the case in the first place. Secondly, the secretary double as the KMC lawyer.
Now,
and council, I believe Mr. Bakari Singate
yes,
became the manager when the partner left because the
became the manager
of the KMT.
Yes.
So I believe he will be in a better position to explain these issues that have been raised.
Singate became the manager of KMT.
After Zach left, after Momodo Zakaria Saw left, Zakaria Saw was the managing director,
Yes.
general manager.
Yes.
Yes, he was the general manager and the partner.
Yes.
Yes. So when the contract was terminated, Bakari was appointed as the managing the general manager.
And what was Bakari's role in with No Fly? Do they have any relationship?
In the
No Fly, the partner?
No, Bakari was a staff of the council. He was the manager of the Malit project.
Very well.
Yes.
Now we have vouchers that I want to show you as well. We have discussed the issues regarding some payments to councillors. Let me show you some vouchers. I will start with the ones for Habib. I will show you these vouchers. And please, you tell the commission whether they were vouchers that were endorsed during your time as CEO. There are 4 vouchers. We have the 5th one.
This was during my time. Yes, this one too. This one too. Yeah, all of things during my time. No. Fifteenth of January. It is not signed by me, but it was during my time.
All of them?
No, only this one was not
Just
signed by me. I guess I must have been away.
Let me see the one. So who signed it? First, who signed it?
It looks like it is the signature of the. No, to be frank, I don't recognize the signature.
Let me see, please.
Yeah.
Yes, and then the 4 you have?
Yeah, these 4 were signed by me.
Okay, may we please have those 4 vouchers? We implemented the 4 vouchers. The first is voucher number PV200461, 23rd of March 2020. It's in relation to council contribution towards the counterpart contribution to upgrading the main road at Joshua as per letter attached. For the request by Councillor Habib ML CC. The second is let me see the amount, please. It's $20,000. The second is PV 200950. The date is 9th of July 2020. The amount is $27,000. Being payment of refund of tuition fees for postgraduate diploma program at MDI as per letter attached. Payments were made to Habib MLCC. The third one, PV 201010. The date is 16th of July 2020. $15,000 is being council contribution towards the Nawetan tournament as per letter attached. Payments made to Habib MLCC. We have $20,000 payment, PV 200635, 30th of April 2020, being council support to the New Joshua Health Center as per letter attached. Payment made to Councillor MLCC. All into evidence at an exhibit.
The following payment vouchers are admitted as follows. A payment voucher dated the 23rd of March 2020, and it has voucher number PV 200461. A payment voucher dated the 30th of April 2020 with voucher number PV 200635. A payment voucher dated the 9th of July 2020 with voucher number PV 200950. A payment voucher dated the 16th of July 2020 with voucher number PV 201010. These four vouchers are admitted in a bundle together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/SMS/KMC/008.
As the question places, may I please see the exhibit? Now I will show you the vouchers for them. We deal with them one after the other. We want you to guide us through the minutes on the voucher.
Okay.
Each voucher, and you tell us the actions that were taken and why they were taken. The fourth one. What is the voucher number?
PV20
Yes.
0461.
And what is the payment about?
Being council contribution towards the counterpart contribution to upgrading the main road at New Joshua as per attached letter.
The amount?
The amount is $20,000.
Now let's look at the request. Who raised the request? Who wrote the request?
The New Joshua Councillor Habib Sisi.
Please read the request.
The request is to the Lord Mayor, Carnival Municipal Council, request for counterpart funding. In our efforts to create access to enable our women and youth have roads to walk on without I cannot read or hindrance. The Ward Development Committee, under my leadership, envisages upgrading the main route in New Joshua and linking the women garden to markets they can travel to and sell their products. In addition, the affected road is used by school children as 4 schools, namely SDA, ABE, Arabic, and New Joshua Lower and Upper Basic schools are all located around the said route. My committee have agreed with a contractor to maintenance the route, and the amount we are to raise is $40,000. The committee, as of now, have $20,000 in hand and would want to reach out to council for assistance. In light of the above, I hereby request for council to help us with $20,000 as counterpart contribution to help us meet the required sum. Whilst I wait for your generous support and approval, I remain sincerely Habib MNCC.
It was addressed to the Lord Mayor.
Yes.
The Lord Mayor minute on that file.
Yes.
Please read to us if you can read the writing.
It says consult the CU.
That's you at the time.
Yes. Consult DOP in assistance of the said ward. Is it the same word? Is it contribution? So I grant, but I saw approval here. If above is, it's difficult to read his handwriting.
It's difficult.
Yes.
But then I see you at the time. What was the deduction from the minute?
Normally, when I receive this request, I go back to his office.
And do what?
Seek clarity.
And then what will be the clarity before payment?
To go ahead and
pay.
Yes.
Okay. Now, was payment made?
Yes, payment was made.
Who was it paid to?
To the paying out cashier.
Yes.
Say
who was the receiver of it?
Yeah, he received it here.
Who received?
Habib MLCC.
Why was the payment not directed to the Ward Development Committee's account? Is there any reason?
Because that's what they want.
That's what who want?
Yeah, they normally come and do follow-ups.
Okay.
And want to receive the cash.
In cash?
Yes. I mean, if just to be paid, whether in check or cash.
Yes.
Yes.
And so that was the instruction you had to pay them the money that they requested for.
I found that norm there.
Yes.
Yes.
But is that not wrong? I know you found a norm, but we're just now assessing the situation. That norm that you found there, the practice that they were doing, writing to the Lord Mayor's office and the Lord Mayor granting approval for payment, would that not be wrong procedure? And payment is made in their names, and these are in several instances. We have seen the case of Kemo. Is it Kemo Buja?
Yes.
As well, the nominated council. payments made into their name personally, by way of check or cash? Would that not be incorrect?
Definitely, it is not correct because they receive ward development allowance.
Yes.
Every year, and the amount is about 200,000. For me, I believe these payments could have been taken care of by those allowances.
Exactly.
Yes.
But it's separate from those allowances.
It's separate.
And what is more serious is that they are paid in their names. These councillors, these public funds. They did not even try to justify these payments. All payments are to be in line with the financial manual. The ward development payments for councillors should not be dealing with monies directly. So the payment should be paid into the ward development committee's accounts. So if the culture that they have is to write to the mayor and the mayor will sanction payment, that would be grossly improper.
We receive these requests, council, almost every week. The longest interval will be about 2 weeks. And they are at the council almost every day. If you don't see one councillor today, the next day you'll see the other councillor.
And you as a CEO will walk to the mayor's office and seek clearance.
Yeah, normally I don't take action unless I am authorized by the mayor.
Thank you. Please move.
Madam Sonko, you have said in your statement for the statement that was taken on the 6th of September 2024, the last paragraph, let me read. You said, on the issue of payments made by council towards the support of social events on behalf of the mayor, these requests are addressed directly to the mayor, who would direct the council to pay the money on his behalf. I believe that these payments are not proper to be carried out by council because the letters are personal requests sent to the mayor. Therefore, this payment should have been made from his own pocket and not from the taxpayers' money.
Right.
So is this what you are saying in response to the payment in these vouchers?
No. Those ones are different. Like, for example, when there is some show in town by artists or any social event organized by a group, they write to him to support. So they address it to the Lord Mayor. So for me, I believe it's for him to support personally, not for the council to support. But normally, Aisha Fall is the one who forward these requests to the office of the CEO, and she would be the one to do the follow-ups on behalf of the people who are requesting until it is approved and paid to them.
So these payments are different from what the councillors request from him?
Yes, they are different.
What payments are paid from the taxpayers' money?
From the taxpayers' money.
Thank you. Councillor, you may proceed.
Yes, the second voucher.
Yes, the second voucher is the voucher number is PV 201010, dated 16th July 2020.
Yes.
Amount is 15,000, and its contribution towards the Nametan tournament, as per the attached letter.
And who is the letter addressed to?
The letter is addressed to the Lord Mayor.
Please read the letter. It is important because so many things we need to know. Number one, the process is wrong, fundamentally flawed. Number two, that in addition to it being wrong, we want to know whether in fact these monies have reached the intended recipients. So please read the letter.
We cannot ascertain that because he did not retire.
I know. We will get to that.
Yes.
But please proceed.
Okay. It says the Lord Mayor Carnegie Municipal Council, they are soliciting sponsorship. The Igbo Town / New Joshua Ward Development Committee under my leadership intends to organize a football tournament as soon as the state of the public emergency is lifted by the state. The aim of the tournament is to organize our teams that contest in the Nametan proper at the Serekunda West Mini Stadium. I am writing this letter to solicit for sponsorship of this event. Your involvement will greatly help us realize our objective of preparing our teams in the most appropriate manner. Sir, permit me to add that apart from the sporting benefits this tournament may have, there is every opportunity to promote and strengthen community partnerships as well as foster unity among youths of the world. The tournament could also be used to promote any product you want to market, as hundreds of spectators will attend the matches. In light of the above, I hereby humbly request that you sponsor this tournament. Below is the budget amounting to $46,500 for your operation. So the attached budget for Igbo Town New Joshua Nawetan Teams Fitness Tournament. You have the quantity 5 packets football. That is the item description. Unit cost is $1,300. Total is 6,500. Quantity, you have 3 teams. Item description, price for participating. So this is the price for the 3 teams.
How many teams?
For five teams. So the price is $5,000 and total is 25,000. And quantity, you have 5 sets of bibes. I don't know what that means. The unit cost is 3,000 and the total is $15,000. While I solicit your generous support and approval, please accept the assurance of my highest consideration.
It's during the COVID?
Yeah, it was during the COVID.
There would have been social distancing.
Definitely.
We know because we live in this country. And for those of us who were fortunate to be alive during the period of COVID and still now, of course.
It was even a surprise for me when I received this request
Absolutely.
for it to be paid.
Absolutely. So you were instructed by the mayor to pay.
Yes.
And
it says here, CEO sponsor $15,000 from the sports budget for 5 sets of bibes.
The mayor gave you a figure that you should sponsor.
$15,000.
Yes, I'm saying in the minute he wrote exactly how much.
Yes.
He's authorizing payment.
Yes.
And you went ahead and paid.
Yeah, we went ahead and paid.
And to Habib himself.
Yes.
And not to the World Development Committee as well.
Normally he received these payments, not to the world. The only thing that is paid to the World Development Committee are the allowance.
Yes, we would not overstate that. We would probably find time to say it once. The idea that it is really beyond comprehension that World Development Committee's allowance or subventions would be paid every year, but councillors have a way of going back to the mayor. And you are saying every week or 2, this request will come, and then you are instructed to pay.
Yes.
That would not be proper. And in their names, without retirement. The idea is, even with retirement is not proper. There's a reason why we have procurement regulations. If the council is to give any donations and so on and so forth, and you have to write, it can't be paid monies as a councillor into your name. It's not be proper. That doesn't sit well with good concepts.
I totally agree, but dealing with these councillors was difficult
up to the highest level. And do we even know whether the event occurred? We don't know. No one knows.
No one.
When it was just even like that, we don't even know whether a football match or jerseys were bought.
I had my doubts because it was during the COVID-19. So I was thinking, with the social distancing in place, how would they organize a football tournament?
Exactly.
Yes.
Now, that's a genuine doubt. And then there are so many things that are wrong. My problem is, from the word go, you have your word development subventions. Let's assume, in fact, there is a genuine need to support a particular community in relation to a certain event or hardship is being realized in the community for whatsoever reason, the process would not be to give monies to councillors directly for them to go and spend however they want without accountability. The idea is to have accountability. Yes. That is the idea, to have accountability for public funds. So even if you are to even flout the rules as a council, there should be a way to account for the monies that have been spent. Would that not be more appropriate?
You are right, council.
And the third one, the third function.
The third one is PV, the voucher number PV200950, dated 9 July 2020.
Yes.
So you see the dates. This is 9 July 2020, and this was 16 July 2020. You see the
same month.
The interval, the same one, just about a week later after.
Habib came back again.
Yes.
Requesting for money again.
Yes. And the amount is $27,000.
For what?
Request for refund of tuition fee.
Tuition fee.
Yes, refund of tuition fee.
Why is there a request for a refund of tuition fee? Well, before we assume what is in the letter, just please read the
It is addressed to the Lord Mayor, Carnifing Municipal Council. Request for refund of tuition fee. As per my earlier letter requesting for sponsorship to attend postgraduate diploma program at Management Development Institute, I write to formally inform you that I have started classes, but the COVID-19 has disrupted our lectures. In recent days, I have been informed that classes will soon resume, and I have begun preparing for the resumption of school. However, the unavailability of a laptop is becoming a problem for me, and it is my wish to procure one. But at present, I am not financially strong to buy one. Since I have earlier paid for my tuition fee amounting to $27,000, in view of the above, I hereby again request for council to sponsor my course so that the amount can be refunded to me to enable me procure me a laptop, which will greatly help me in my research work, assignments, and other course work. Lord Mayor, whilst I count on your generous support and kind approval, I remain Habib MLCC councillor / chairman. I think this is in his position as the establishment and appointment committee chairman.
Do you have a scholarship or policy, how you call it, in council relation to paying for tuition fees for staffs or councillors when you were there?
We don't have a policy sort of, but there was an education committee.
Yes.
That reviews requests from particularly outside residents of the municipality who seek help to particularly the vulnerable groups.
Yes.
Like the disabled, people who are really low in society.
They need it. That's why the council is there to to help the inhabitants.
Yes. So definitely that committee reviews.
It's not to enrich oneself. It's not to just make sure that the people that are there as councillors are being given scholarship here and there back and forth.
So that committee reviews such applications. So for me, maybe he is seeing himself as a staff, but I don't see him as a staff of the council.
It's not.
Because he is to take decision on staff matters.
Councillors are not staff of council.
They are not staff of the council. That is why they are not even members of the welfare association, and they cannot contribute.
They are not staff of council. So
if this was to be considered at the establishment and appointment level, the committee rather, it was supposed to be for a staff of the council, not for a councillor. So this is wrong. And if he wanted the council to support him, he should have written to the chairperson of the education committee to consider his application.
So, but it was approved.
It was approved.
Please, can you read if there are minutes written from the office of the Lord Mayor? To address the CEO.
It says, CEO, please process this reform and pay from training budget for the staff of the council.
Very well. Please move to the
this one, the voucher number is PV20 0635, dated 30th of April 2020. And the amount is $20,000. Is support to New Joshua Health Center as per attached letter. The letter is from Councillor Ibo Town or to the Lord Mayor, Carnegie Municipal Council. Request for financial support for New Joshua Health Center. The New Joshua community, under my leadership as Councillor of the Ward, indulges your support for the health center. This health center has been in existence since 2008 and is serving the community of New Joshua, Ibo Town, Talinding, and some parts of Carnifing.
Yes.
May I also state that it is used to offer free medical services to the KMC Services Department prior to council opting to pay insurance cover to Moen Clinic. The Carnifing Municipal Council were players during the construction period as monies from donors were channeled council, who had one of the then finance managers, Abdullah Nyang, as a signatory to that account, which was closed immediately the construction was completed. I have learned that KMC should have helped in the staffing, but that never happened. As a result, the community had to lobby funding for the operations of the health center, since central government through the RHD director at the time said they were not in a position to run the facility, thereby advising that it be run through the Bamako initiative. So that was all.
And it was also paid.
It was paid and attached. I think here he was requesting for support to pay the salaries of the health center.
Do we know whether all this that money went towards the intended purpose?
No,
We don't know.
we don't know. But there is an acknowledgement letter attached from the councillor.
From the councillor?
Yes, you just want to put down. He acknowledged.
Who made the request?
The councillor.
And he made. Can you please read the letter?
The acknowledgement letter dated 11 May 2020 to the Chief Executive Officer, Carnegie Municipal Council. Acknowledgement. I wish to acknowledge receiving the sum of $20,000 being some meant for support for the New Joshua Health Center during the COVID-19 pandemic. By a copy of this letter, I wish to thank Council for supporting the health center at this critical moment in which payments of salaries is becoming a burden, with the resources of the clinic depleting due to low inflow of patients, which is affecting the revenue inflow. Whilst I thank Council for the support, please accept the assurances of my highest consideration. Signed, Habib Cisse, Councillor.
So he wrote the request and also acknowledged the receipt of the money.
Yes.
Not execution of the extension or whatsoever.
Yes.
That's simple to do. I mean, expect that. May I please have those vouchers?
So the one I was talking about earlier, the medical support.
Yes.
For him, I don't think you have that voucher.
No, do you have it?
I have it, but it is not clear. The soft copy is clear in my telephone, but when you print it out, it's blurred.
Yes, you can communicate with the registrar.
Okay.
To see how to go about it.
Okay, so this one.
Just to conclude on the four.
Okay.
For all these payments, they were never retired as well, like you said.
Yes.
But then the law says before, if you classify it as interest, before monies are given again for the second time by way of interest, for instance, they must have been retired.
Right.
But what would you say if I would, with respect to the question as to why were you at the time endorsing payment when you have the belief that it is wrong?
When they come to follow up, you tell them that to retire, and they promise that it will be retired. And in the event that they come for another one, you remind them about the initial money that was received. They will still promise you that it will be retired along with the one that is being requested.
All right. Please proceed with what you are saying.
Yes. This one he requested for medical support. Yes, he requested for medical support.
There was an issue regarding spiritual issues.
Yes, and I think in this one, he requested twice.
Yes.
Yeah, he requested twice.
All right. So please make sure you provide more.
Yes, I will do that.
Uh-huh.
So this one was even addressed to the CEO directly, but he said from the chairman, like I was saying, from the chairman, establishment and appointment committee to the CEO. Request for medical support. But
Madam Sonko, we will look at the document if we admit it in evidence.
Okay.
So you will liaise with the registrar and provide us with copy.
Okay.
And in the event that is not clear, we will request that we check on the vouchers that have been handed to us, if it is part of those vouchers. If not, we will request the council to provide us with the voucher.
I am told it has been submitted.
All right. You will liaise with the registrar to check so that you can extract the original.
Okay.
And when we admit it, then we can discuss the details of the details in the document.
Thank you.
But before you proceed, let me ask, you have stated in your statement for the 6th of September 2024 that the contract for no fly was terminated.
Yes.
Yes, was terminated. Was there any document to that effect?
Yeah, there should be.
Yes.
There should.
Can you provide us with the document terminating the contract?
Yes. Let me
note it so that when you come back, you will provide
okay.
for us. And the other question I want to ask is in relation to the Mbalit project.
Okay.
Was it supported by the EU?
Was it supported by?
Was it supported, the Mbalit project, was it supported by the EU?
The EU.
EU, yes. Was it supported by the EU?
No.
It was not supported by
No.
The EU never expended money in the support for the Mbalit project?
Not when I was CEO.
Thank you. Council, you may proceed.
I have some vouchers I want to show you.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. Were those vouchers authorized during your time?
No, this was not me.
What's the date?
12 of
Please speak into the microphone.
It was dated 12th of March 2021.
2021.
Yeah, maybe I was on leave because I was on annual leave around this time.
Oh.
And this I recognize is the signature of the deputy CEO.
Name, please.
Kajali Jale.
And the director of finance?
Hmm?
And the director of finance?
Yeah, the director of finance, Dr. Aluketa.
But you were the CEO at the time?
Yes.
The second one?
Yes, this I recognize.
Okay.
Yes, this is I authorize this payment. Yeah.
Let me please see the two vouchers.
This one is mine.
we plan to tender 2 vouchers. The first is signed by the witness, and the date is 30th of November 2020. The voucher number is 201871 in relation to council contribution towards the municipal transport as per council resolution. The second is a payment to Sanjali Kani. The voucher number is 208146. Sorry, the check number 208146. Voucher number 3868. 12th of March 2021. All into evidence as executed.
The payment voucher dated the 12th of March 2020 and the payment voucher dated with PV number, the payment voucher dated the 12th of March 2020 bears the PV number PV210626. And the second payment voucher dated the 30th of November 2020 has a voucher number PV201871. These 2 vouchers are admitted together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/SMS/KMC/009.
Places. May I please have exhibit 009? Yes, so the voucher number paid to Sanjali Khan with the number 3868 is in relation to contribution to Ibo Town and Joshua Grand Final Football Tournament as per attached. It says request for $5,000 as contribution to Ibo Town Joshua Grand Final. By the way, who is Sanjali Khan?
Sanjali.
Yes. Do you recall?
Sanjali. I think
It says from religion and culture.
exactly. Yes. That's him.
That following a request received from the Ibo Town Joshua Sport Committee for council to support their grand football tournament final scheduled on the 14th of March 2021. In view of the above and the subsequent approval of the request by Lord Mayor, I'd like to request for your approval the sum of $5,000 as the council's contribution. Please find attached herewith is a copy of the request letter for your information. And it says, Ibo Town Joshua Sports Committee, invitation as chief guest of honor. Dear Mr. Honorable Mayor Ahmed Bensouda, in respect of the above mentioned name committee, is hereby inviting you to our Grand Ibo Town Joshua Noran Football Tournament Final ceremony as scheduled below. Your present, well, I'm reading word for word.
Yes.
Your presence and cooperation will be highly appreciated by the committee and the peoples of Ibo Town and Joshua at large. Date 14th of March 2021, place Ibotan Football Field, Pagijola, time 16:45 p.m. And it says, Lord Mayor, in repent, I suggest you should attend this one, given your responsibility at party level will surely be good. Yes, so, and there was a lot of appreciation addressed to Lord Mayor as well. It says, in respect of the above mentioned name committee is hereby thanking you and informing you that we have received a cash prize of $5,000 in our football match played at the Ibo Town Joshua Football Field from Sanjali Kani on your behalf. We thank you, Lord Mayor, for your effort and looking forward to see you in the success of KMC. And again, the monies were paid to Sanjali Kani.
Yes, I believe.
Yes, it says the payee is Sanjali Kani.
Yes, yes.
But we don't know. There's no retirement. We don't even know whether monies really reached its intended destination purpose. Correct?
No, we cannot.
We cannot.
Yes.
May I ask, Madam Sonko, these monies that have been that you were expending, I believe you have a budget, right?
Yes.
I recall some few minutes ago that you were directed by the Lord Mayor to pay Mr. Cisse from the training vote.
Yes.
And Madam Sonko, you knew Mr. Cisse was a councillor who is not supposed to benefit from that training vote.
Right.
And you still went ahead and approved it and paid?
Yes. Because my hands were tied.
Thank you. Council, you may proceed.
We have one voucher is in relation to payments made to Sherman A. Madi and Sons. Maybe that will be the last for from us today. The amount is $1,680,000 in payment for 3,000 bags of rice for KMC response to COVID-19 pandemic as per memo. The voucher number is PB 200573. The date is 17th of April 2020. It is a request for food relief raised by Lamin S. Signing. An invoice from Shaman A. Mag attached. And a memo from Carnival Municipal Council, Clerk of Court addressed to the Chief Executive Officer and copied the Chairman Director of Finance, says subject Finance Committee resolution. And we have a letter addressed to Bisic, Keraba Avenue Bisic Bank, with the heading bank transfer $1,680,000. And we have also Carnival Municipal Council letter also addressed to Trust Bank Gambia Limited, authorizing $1,680,000. I will show you this voucher. Maybe you will identify the image. You will recognize the voucher.
Thank you. Yes, I recognize them.
You endorse as CEO the voucher?
Yes, I do.
May I please see it?
It is confusing. I think we wanted to pay from.
You need time to familiarize yourself with the voucher.
Minus the payments, yes.
I'm just saying, if you need time to familiarize yourself with the contents and the documents attached therein, you can make that request. We apply to tender a COVID payment voucher. The voucher number is 200573. Date is 17th of April 2020. It is paid to Sherman A. Madi and Sons Limited, paid from Basic Bank. The amount is $1,680,000. It says payment for 3,000 bags, 25 kilos of rice for KMC response to COVID-19 pandemic as per memo. Attached the voucher is a request for food relief. The invoice from Sherman A. Madi and Sons, the finance committee resolution, and the document of transfer of the funds to Sherman A. Madi and Sons into evidence as
The payment voucher dated the 17th of April 2020 with voucher number PV200573 is admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/SMS/KMC/010. Yes, let me just ask one question. I think it will be a convenient point to stop. Madam Sonko,
Yes.
your you said you came in on the 9th of March 2020
Yes.
and left in July 2021.
Yes.
Yes. Your budget for 2020 at the end of the year ending 31st December 2020, was it on deficit or in surplus?
No, I believe it was on deficit.
It was on deficit.
Yes.
It is correct. It was really on deficit.
Deficit, yes.
Provided for here in the budget. But we will discuss this when we come to the budget issues.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's a convenient point to stop. We may rise. And we will see you, madam, on Monday.
On Monday.
Thank you so much.